Hello everyone. On today's video, I'm going to show you guys some recent T.T.M returns that I got back. So let's get started. The first one got back to me in a lightning quick 6 days, and the person signed 404. And that person would be Mr. Eric Metcalf. There's one. There's two. There's three. And I'll hold the fourth one here. Come on, Eric. There you go. So, Mr. Eric Metcalf went to the University of Texas. He is the only player in Texas history to lead the team in all-purpose yards all 4 years that he played. He holds the University of Texas long jump record. He also won the NCAA long jump championship in 1986 and 1988. He was drafted in the first round in the 1989 draft. In addition for playing for the Browns, he played for the Falcons, the Chargers, the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Redskins, and Packers. He played for a lot of teams. For his career, Mr. Metcalf had 541 receptions for 5,572 receiving yards. In addition to his receiving yards, he had 2,392 yards rushing. And here's the big one. He had 9,266 return yards. And for his career, he had 55 TDs. For his total career, he has 17,230 all-purpose yards. That's crazy. His 12 TD returns are the third most all-time. I should say his 12 TD returns on kickoff or punt returns. He is the only player with 7,000 yards plus on offense and 7,000 yards plus on kickoff/punt returns. He was traded along with 2 first-round and 1 second-round draft choice by the Chargers to the Cardinals, so the Chargers could move up in the 1989 or 1998 draft and select Ryan Leaf. Wow, that's crazy. Ryan Leaf. He was one of the biggest busts in N.F.L. history. Okay, and this is Mr. Eric Metcalf. All right, to the next one. So the next one took only 10 days, and the person signed 202 for me. And that person would be Mr. John Dutton. Put Mr. John Dutton right there. So, Mr. John Dutton, he was a two-time All-State selection in basketball and football in high school. He played his college ball at Nebraska. He earned all Big 8 and All-American honors in 1973. He was drafted by the Colts in the first round of the 1974 N.F.L. draft. That year, he made the All-Rookie team. He had a career high of 17 sacks in 1975. He was a 3-time Pro Bowler from 1975 to 1977. He was a second-team All-Pro in 1975. And he was an All-Pro in 1976. Now, for his career stats, he played in 185 games, but he is only credited with 18 official sacks, because I don't think the sack became official stat until 1982. So I added them all up. He actually had 74 career sacks to go along with one interception. And in addition to playing for the Colts, he also played for the Dallas Cowboys. This is Mr. John Dutton. We'll put him in the back with Mr. Eric Metcalf. So the next one took 35 days, and I was so excited to get this one back. Person signed one of one for me, and that person is Mr. Roger Staubach. Roger the Dodger, as he was called. Now, Mr. Staubach attended the U.S. Naval Academy. He won the Heisman in his junior year in 1963 in the Walter Camp Memorial Trophy. In 1964, Staubach led Navy to a 35-14 road victory over Notre Dame. I was almost calling Notre Dame. Navy would not beat Notre Dame again until 2007, 44 years later. Wow. That is a stretch. Staubach is the last player from a military academy to win the Heisman Trophy. In 2007, Staubach was ranked 9th on the ESPN's top 25 players in college football history. He was drafted in the 10th round by the Dallas Cowboys in the 1964 draft. He played 11 years for the Cowboys. He was a 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl VI and Super Bowl XII. He was MVP of Super Bowl VI, and he was a 6-time Pro Bowler in his career. He was a second-team All-Pro in his career. He was the N.F.L. Man of the Year in 1978. He won the Burt Bell Award. He also was the N.F.L. passing touchdown leader in 1973. He was a 4-time NFL passer rating leader. He's a member of the N.F.L. 70s All-Decades team. He's in the Cowboys Ring of Honor. And like I mentioned, he won the Heisman Trophy in 1963. He also won the Maxwell Award in 1963. He won the Chick Harley Award. That goes to the College Player of the Year. He was the UPI Player of the Year in 1963. He was Sporting News Player of the Year in 1963. He was an All-American in 1963. And he actually has his jersey retired from Navy. And to add to the list, he won the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2018. And he is, of course, in the College and Pro Football Hall of Fame. His stats for his career: he had 153 TDs, 109 interceptions for 2,700 yards passing, and he had a passer rating of 83.4. In addition to his passing, Roger the Dodger had 2,264 yards rushing with 6 TDs. And like I said, I'm so excited to get Mr. Roger Staubach back. He was one of my idols back in the day when I was a young lad, before I had gray hair. All right, last but not least, took 27 days, and the person signed 4 for me, and that person would be Mr. Kyle Brady. Now, in high school, Kyle was a first-team USA Today All-USA selection. He was a Parade Magazine All-American. He was Gatorade's PA Player of the Year. And he also won the Bobby Dodd Award winner, given to the nation's top offensive lineman. Now, after his high school career, he went to play for Penn State and was a 2-time All-Big Ten selection and an All-American his senior year. He ranked 7th in receptions all-time at Penn State, or I should say ranks. He's still with us. He was selected in the first round of the 1995 NFL draft by the Jets. So if you guys remember that draft, 3 of the first top 10 players were from Penn State. Number 1 was Kajana Carter, whose career ended prematurely due to he tore his knee up. I believe it was in preseason or training camp. And then Mr. Kerry Collins was selected 5th. Now, Kerry had a decent career. He threw for over 40,000 yards. And then we had Mr. Kyle Brady. He was selected 9th, I believe. Yeah. So, to move on. He was selected in the first round of the 1995 draft by the Jets. In addition to playing for the Jets, he played for the Jags, Patriots. He totaled 12 seasons in the NFL. Now here's something interesting. The Jets decided to take Brady instead of Warren Sappin in 1995 NFL draft. And when Brady was announced, the fans booed. The Jets fans booed, and they also booed his mother too. Not only Brady, but his mother. Man, harsh fans there in New York. Mr. Brady's best year was in 2000 when he caught 64 passes for 729 yards. So, this is Mr. Tom Brady. Mr. Kyle Brady. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's all I have for today, folks. Hope you guys liked the video. Just remember, keep collecting, keep searching for those hidden gems, and keep having fun. Later.